Take me to your leader. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So, president's at it again. Tell you, this guy is he's always coming up with something ridiculous to say, a ridiculous way of being, and just ridiculous. And if it wasn't a serious situation, I would think that it was just hilarious. So on Friday in the White House, he says about former President Biden that he's just a vicious person. He's vicious. And as far as his cancer diagnosis, if you feel sorry for him, don't feel sorry for him. And I remember even initially when the cancer diagnosis came out, maybe a few weeks to a month ago, President Trump said, hey, Melania and I, we're praying for you and Jill and yada, yada, yada. And it was a good thing. And then he doubled back after that and said, that's the reason why he shouldn't have run. This is this. He shouldn't have done this. He shouldn't have done that. Very, very, very little moral compass. And it always makes me think, is this what the world has come to? Where you got a guy that's supposed to at least fake the funk. And for those of you who don't know, fake it until you make it, or acting with civility like we're expected to act. Would talk like that, even with something as grave as obviously terminal cancer that they're saying is an aggressive prostate cancer for former President Biden. And even if it were a Republican, whoever it was, just to have some compassion for that person and their family is just not, for him, obviously it's not in his wheelhouse of understanding. So then an anonymous source from one of the other websites or platforms he uses called Truth Social, I believe, NBC News is reporting that this one person said that former President Biden was a clone. He's a clone. He's possibly he's replaced. Are you ready for this? He was executed in 2020. So let's see. So he won the election or whatever beforehand, then he got executed. So this is what this guy is saying. And just in the vein that we know that he is, President Trump goes and reposts the same garbage. So let's just say, for instance, if former President Biden was a clone, okay? Just say if he were a clone. Why in the world? You're the president now, dude. What in the world are you worried about him now for? The guy has an aggressive form of prostate cancer. You guys are both in the same age range. You may be a couple years younger, but you guys are in the same age range. Why are you harping on something like that? But you called him vicious? That's why I always say when people vote for this kind of foolishness, when people vote for this kind of, and I get it, we're all selfish people. But when you vote for a person that spreads this type of propaganda, even with the pardons that he's made, I'm not gonna get too off topic because we're gonna talk about that another day. Even the types of people that he's pardoning, and I've been hearing he may even be looking to pardon Chavis or whatever his name is, the cop that put his knee on the neck of George Floyd. So that's something that we all need to look out for in the near future. But come on, man. Come on. You don't have anything else better to do except repost that former President Joseph Biden was executed in 2020 and that he was replaced by clones and robots. If you get a chance, it's all over the news. And I got the source from NBCnews.com. But really, let's see how that works out. I am a clone. Can somebody please, man, get out of here, man. Listen, dealing with people like that, I'm telling you, you'll always laugh because you got to laugh to keep from crying. But you know how we do. Until next time, live life. Don't let life live you.